Hello and welcome to Reviews with Ryan. Today I'll be talking about the brand new drama film, Mass. This is directed by Fran Krantz, and this is actually his director debut. I want to thank you guys for clicking on this thumbnail. If you like movie reviews and Blu-ray hauls, you're in the right spot. Hit that subscribe button, give the video a like, and comment, have you heard of this film? Are you interested in seeing this film? Now without further ado, let's jump into my thoughts on this film. Mass is the aftermath of a violent tragedy that affects two couples in different ways. The film stars Jason Isaacs, Martha Plimpton, Reed Birney, and Ann Dowd. So Mass came out in theaters in October, and I didn't get a chance to see this film because it was very limited and didn't come in my area. So it just dropped on streaming this week, and I finally got a chance to check it out. And you're asking the question, is this worth a watch? I would say it's at least worth a one-time watch. And the positives I'm going to say about this film is, first of all, the premise of this film. You have two couples and a violent tragedy has occurred, and you have the couple of the victim's family and the couple of the person that committed this crime. And you have these two couples facing off. They're in a room in a church, like a little meeting type of room. And they basically are going back and forth and kind of sharing their emotions. And you learn a lot about the families themselves and the characters that are involved as far as the victim and as far as the person that portrayed these violent acts against their child. And being dropped in this situation, it really got me thinking, this is the kind of stuff that we see on the news all the time. You see shootings in schools, you see lots of different things that go on with younger kids in this generation these days. And this is something that can happen at any point at any time. And the way that this movie is, it's so raw with the emotions. The acting is really good in this. There definitely is a lot of emotions in this from both sides of the couples. And they really have different interesting points that they kind of bring up. And I will say about this movie, I guess if you want to call it a negative, it probably will vary to person, but this movie takes entirely place in this room, and they're just basically rehashing everything that happened, and you really learn a lot about everything that happened. And the wrap up of this is very interesting as well. As far as the shots in this film goes, there is some panning of the camera back and forth, and there's some camera work back and forth between the couples. There's really not any crazy cinematography. They really don't have that in this kind of film since it's shot in one central location. But I have to say that both couples, they do a really good job of acting and portraying their emotions. You definitely feel for both sides in this film. And then as far as any type of music in this film goes, there really is no soundtrack whatsoever. The best way I can describe this film is it almost is filmed in a way that is like set up as an interview, like if you're doing like some type of documentary or like someone is questioning someone. That's the best way I can describe this film. But I have to say, in 3 words to kind of sum up this film, I feel like this is a very powerful film. I feel like it's a very important kind of topic of a film. And it's a very heartbreaking film as well, because you have these couples that both are suffering from this tragic event. And if I'm going to give a score of this film, I'm going to give a score of 3.5 out of 5. I think it's worth a watch. I think it definitely has some raw emotions. I think it has probably one of the best acting that I have seen in a movie. This was obviously in 2021, and I guess we'll call it 2022 since it just dropped on VOD, but it was the best acting that I've seen in a little while in a movie, and I think it is worth a watch, and I think you guys should check it out. Thank you guys for watching this review, and let me know in the comments if you have checked out this movie. What do you think of it? And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next review.